Hello aspirants, welcome back to our channel for Tech Online. Hope you all are doing good. So we'll continue our discussion with Jharkhand Food Safety Officer examination. So we were discussing few important questions. So this will be our set 3 and let us proceed. And yes, before starting, one announcement that for Tech Online they have launched one ebook for the Jharkhand Food Safety Officer examination. So this ebook actually it will cover both the subjects, that is paper 1 and paper 2. It will cover both the subjects. For paper 1, food law, then international food control system, FSSAI specials and other national bodies or organizations. And under paper 2, food chemistry and nutrition, nutraceuticals, food additives, food microbiology, food safety management systems, food analysis and instruments used in food analysis, and food processing and preservation. So there's a contact number, you can contact in this number and you'll get the further information about it. And the link for this ebook it will be in the description box. So chalo, let us proceed now. Question number 1. Deficiency of niacin can cause. So my options are beriberi, scurvy, plagra and rickets. So over here my correct option will be option number B, that is pellagra. So deficiency of niacin. So another name for niacin is vitamin B3. It is vitamin B3, so it can cause pellagra. So what are the symptoms which are characterized by these pellagra? So these are dermatitis, next it's diarrhea, and dementia. And in a long run, if it is left untreated, then it may cause the death also. So over here my correct option is B, that is pellagra. But what is beriberi? So deficiency of what can cause beriberi? So deficiency of vitamin B1, that is thiamine. So it can cause beriberi. Whereas deficiency of vitamin C, it can cause scurvy, and deficiency of vitamin D can cause rickets. But over here my correct option is B, that is pellagra. Okay, question number 2. Which of the following is an example of cryogenic agents? Okay. Options are liquid hydrogen, liquid nitrogen, carbon monoxide, or none. Okay. We know that these cryogenic agents they have various applications like cryopreservation, cryosurgery, and in the cooling of the supercooling materials. Then liquid, whereas this liquid carbon monoxide, these are not typically used as cryogenic agents. So I want you all to comment me down the correct option for this question, since I have discussed this question earlier in my previous slides also. So comment me down the correct option for this question. Next, question number 3. Which of the following contains antimicrobial as well as anti-inflammatory factors? So options are spices, condiments, both, and none. So over here my correct answer will be both. Since spices as well as condiments they contain antimicrobial as well as anti-inflammatory factors, although it depends on the specific ingredients used. Like spices such as we can say turmeric, it's turmeric. Next, ginger, then garlic, and other can be cinnamons. And others, so they are known to possess this antimicrobial as well as anti-inflammatory properties due to the presence of the bioactive compounds which is present in them. So it is due to the presence of this bioactive compounds. So for turmeric, what is the active compound? For turmeric, it's curcumin. Then for ginger, it's gingerol. For garlic, it's allicin. Yes. And for cinnamon, it's cinnamaldehyde. C- Cinnamaldehyde. So these are the bioactive compounds. Whereas for condiments, we can say which often include ingredients like this vinegar, mustard, certain herbs and spices. So they also contribute, they can means they can contribute to these properties. For example, this vinegar. So vinegar has antimicrobial properties, while mustard and certain herbs, they can have this anti-inflammatory effects. That's why over here my correct option will be both, that is spices and condiments. Next, question number 4. Which of the following differentiates a sample based on its intensity? So options are duo-trio, triangle test, Rankine test, or paired comparison test. So my correct option is C, that is Rankine test. Since Rankine test, actually the samples are presented to participants who then rank them based on their intensities or another specified attributes. Even this allows the determination of which the sample is perceived as the strongest of most intense, we can say, from the among another qualities. So over here my correct option will C, that is Rankine test. Whereas this duo trio test or triangle test or paired comparison test, these are typically used to differentiate or different purposes such as discrimination between samples based on their sensory attributes, like duo trio and triangle tests, or preferences like the paired comparison tests. So over here among the following option, my correct option will be C, that is Rankine test. So my correct option is C, that is Rankine test. Okay. Question number 4. Heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of substance by 1 degree Celsius is called. So options are specific heat, enthalpy, latent heat, or none. So over here my correct option will be option number A, that is specific heat. So specific heat, it is also known as specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. It is also known as specific heat capacity. Actually, it is defined as the amount of energy which is required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of a substance by 1 degree Celsius, or we can say by 1 Kelvin. So it is typically measured in units of joule per gram degree Celsius, or we can say calories per gram degree Celsius. So this is the unit for it. So over here my correct option is option number A, that is specific heat. Next, question number 5. The enzymatic reactions are mostly affected by, so options are temperature, pH, both, and none. So the enzymatic reactions, these are mostly affected by both, that is temperature as well as the pH. So temperature, it influences the enzyme activity by alternating the kinetic energy of a molecule. So it alters the, it affects the kinetic energy of a molecule. Since we know that as the temperature increases, the enzymatic reaction, it increases up to a certain point. After that, the enzyme it denatures due to excessive of heat. Whereas on the other hand, for the pH, we know that it affects the enzyme activity by altering the ionization state of the amino acids. So it alters the amino acids of the it actually alters the ionization state of the amino acid residues in the enzyme active site, which can impact its ability to bind the substrate molecules. So since this both temperature and pH, it affects the enzymatic reactions. Since that's why my correct option is both, that is option number C. Question number 7. 10 degrees Celsius is equivalent to dash Fahrenheit, 20, 30, 40 or 50. So for solving this question, we have to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay. And this formula we have read in our junior classes. So the formula is C into 9 by 5 plus 32 will get the Fahrenheit. F is Fahrenheit, C is Celsius. So over here C is given 10 degrees Celsius, that is 10 into 9 by 5 of 32. 5 2s are, that is 18 plus 32. So we'll get 50. So over here my correct option is D, that is 50. Question number 8. Blackening of pickles can occur due to the formation of, so options are hydrogen sulfide, bromates, oils and vinegar. So correct option over here is option number A, that is hydrogen sulfide. So blackening of pickles occurs due to the formation of hydrogen sulfides. Since we know that when certain sulfur containing compounds like in the pickles, it reacts with the acids or other substances under the anaerobic conditions. Mainly that is under the absence or in the low oxygen conditions, what happens, this hydrogen sulfide can be produced. So this gas even can react with the metals which are present in the pickles, such as the irons, or forming black sulfide, iron sulfides, like that is FES compounds, so which can result in the blackening of the pickles. So over here my correct option is option number A, that is hydrogen sulfide. Question number 9. Which of the following mill it uses comprehensive and shearing forces? So options are ball mill, hammer mill, roller mill or pin mill. So correct option is C, that is roller mill. So roller mill, actually the materials are crushed, or we can say they are grounded. So in roller mill, the materials are crushed or ground by the action of the cylindrical rollers which are there, so that can rotate on their own axis and also in a fixed position around the central axis. So the material actually it is fed between these rollers, and it is subjected to both the comprehensive, actually the materials these are subjected to both the comprehensive as well as the shearing forces as it passes through the gap between the rollers. So the combination of these two forces, it allows for the efficient grinding and the crushing of the materials which has been fed into the rollers. So over here my correct option is option number C, that is roller. Question number 10. Which of the following gas is important for the climatic fruits? Options are carbon dioxide, oxygen, ethylene gas or the carbon monoxide gas. So for the climatic fruits, we know actually these are those that continue to ripen after they have been harvested. So actually the fruits continues to harvest after they have been harvested. Vested. So over here which gas plays the main role? It's ethylene gas. So my correct option over here is option number C, that is ethylene gas. So it plays a crucial role in this process. It actually acts as a ripening hormone. So it acts as a ripening hormone. So it actually triggers various physiological changes like the color development or softening or flavor changes in these fruits. So over here my correct option is option number C, that is ethylene gas. Question number 11. Which of the following is the cooking technique that will allow the retention of most of the vitamins? So pickling, roasting, frying or boiling. So correct option is B, that is roasting. Since roasting involves cooking food at a high heat, it requires heat. So it can be in the oven or in the open flame. So this method typically it requires little or no added water or the oils we can say. So what will happen? So which will preserve the water soluble vitamins. So what are these water soluble vitamins? These are vitamin B and vitamin C. So it will preserve these two vitamins. Whereas additionally the relatively short cooking times, that is the minimal exposure to water, it can help to the retention of nutrients to the methods like compared to the other methods like in the boiling, which can lead to the nutrient loss like the leaching of the nutrients into the cooking water. So over here my correct option will be B, that is roasting. Question number 12. Dry curing method of cooking meat is. So options are boiling, roasting, frying and all. So the dry curing of cooking meat typically uh, the correct it involves option number B, that is roasting. So it involves the combination of salt and other seasonings to preserve the meat and also to enhance the flavor of the meat. Even this process it is associated with other techniques also, like we can say smoking or aging, or we can say air drying. So and roasting. So among the following option, roasting will be my correct option over here. So the dry curing of cooking meat, actually it is over here my correct option is B, that is roasting. So roasting it involves cooking food usually in the dry heat. So it can be in the oven or in the open flame. Question number 13. Laminates are prepared from paper, cellophane, aluminium and oil. All. So correct option is all. So paper laminates, it typically consists of a layer of paper which are bonded together with the adhesives. Cellophane laminates, it involves the cellophane sheets bonded together or bonded to other materials. And aluminium laminates, it involves a layer of aluminium foils which are bonded to the other materials. So often these are used for the packaging. So these mainly are used in packagings to provide, actually it provides the barrier properties against the moisture, oxygen and light. So these are mainly done since it provides the barrier properties against oxygen, moisture and light. So over here my correct option is D, that is all paper, cellophane and aluminium. Question number 14. Essential oil of spices is obtained by. So options are distillations, evaporations, expressions and both A and C. So correct option over here is D, that is both A and C. So the essential oils of the spices, it is typically obtained through the distillation as well as the expression methods. So depending on these specific spices, like in distillation, what it is commonly used for the spices with higher oil content. Higher oil content. And while this expression actually it is known as cold pressings also. Okay. So it is often used for the low oil content spices. 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 Okay. So over here my correct option will be both, that is distillation as well as expression. Question number 15. Resins are added during manufacturing of paper too. So options are improve water repellencies, improve tear resistance of paper, improve the gas barrier property, or all. So among the following answer, option number D is my correct option, that is all. Since resins these are added during the manufacturing of paper for various purposes, this includes water repellencies, enhancing tear resistance, improve gas barrier properties of the paper. So correct option is D. So question number 16. Which of the following is responsible for the spoilage of egg? So options are penicillium, calosporium, thamnidium, and all. So over here my correct option among the following is option number A, that is penicillium. So penicillium is primarily responsible for the spoilage of egg, and it's common fungus that grow on the various types of food, example the eggs, so causes them to spoil. Whereas this calosporium and thamnidium, these are not associated with the spoilage of egg. So among the following option, correct option is penicillium. Question number 17. The disadvantage of freezing is enzyme inactivation, freeze burner, growth of microorganisms, or shelf life. So correct option is freeze burner. So disadvantage of freezer is freeze burner. So this occurs when the surface of the food it becomes dehydrated due to the inadequate packaging, or we can say exposure to the air within the freezer. So while freezing it can deactivate the enzymes, even it can slow down the microbial growth since it will eliminate them entirely. So there is still potential for the microbial growth over extended periods of time in the food, and it is not when it is not properly stored. And shelf life on the other hand is typically extended by the freezing method. And over here my correct option is freeze burner. Next. Question number 18. The microwave frequency used in food industry is, so it's 915 megahertz, 2450 megahertz, both or none. So in food industry, the microwave ovens typically operated at a frequency of 2450 megahertz. So correct option is B. Next. Question number 19. Ideally, chapati flour do have protein content of, so 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, 15 to 20%, or none. So typically the chapati flour should have a protein content from 10 to 15%. So option number B will be my correct option over here. Next. Question number 20. For tenderization of meat, the enzyme which is used is, so options are papain, rennin, lipase, and all. So the enzyme which is used for the tenderization of meat is option number A, that is papain. And we know that this papain it is derived from papaya. And it is commonly used in the meat tenderization process. Why? Due to the ability to break down the tough muscle fibers. Whereas this rennin, it is primarily used in the cheese making. So these are primarily used in the cheese making process. While this lipase is an enzyme that aids in the breakdown of the fat. So it breaks down the fat. However, we can say over here, rennin or the lipase, these are not typically involved in the meat tenderization purpose. So correct option over here is A, that is papain. Question number 21. Curcumin is present in, so options are Beetroot, turmeric, onion and capsicum. We just now discussed this question also in this video. So curcumin, it is present in turmeric. Option number B is my correct option. And turmeric, it is a spice. So it is basically used in the cooking purpose as well as in the medical purpose. Question number 22. The sweetest sugar is, so my options are sucrose, fructose, dextrose, glucose. So among the following answer, option number B is my correct option, that is fructose. And we know from where this fructose, it is found naturally in the fruits, in few vegetables, honey, and compared to other like the sucrose, dextrose and glucose, means these are also sweeter sugar, but among the following sweetest is the fructose. And fructose, it is generally considered sweeter per unit weight. It is considered as sweeter per unit weight. So correct option is B, fructose. Question number 23. TSS of tomato puree should be 5%, 9%, 21%, 26%. So the TSS of tomato puree, it should be around 9%. Achha, what does TSS stands for? It stands for total soluble solids. Okay. Which refers to the total concentration of dissolved solid in a liquid. And in case of tomato puree, the TSS level, it can vary depending on various factors like the ripening of the tomatoes or the processing methods, we can say, which is used for the purpose of making the purees. So the TSS level of the tomato puree is around 9%, although it can range from around 7% to 12% depending on the desired consistency and the sweetness. So over here correct option is option number B, that is 9%. Question number 24. Which among the following has highest soya protein? Soya isolate, soya concentrate, soya grits and soya chunk. So among the following option number A, that is soya isolate, it has the highest protein content. Since this soya isolate, it is highly refined form of soya protein, where most of the non-protein components, they have been removed during the processing, and which results that the product is almost pure protein. It contains pure protein. That's why the highest protein content will be present in soya isolate. Question number 25. Beta glucan is an example of resistant starch, soluble fiber, insoluble fiber and none. So among the following options which are listed, correct option is B, that is soluble fiber. So this beta glucan, it is an example of soluble fiber and it is a type of a polysaccharide. It is a type of a polysaccharide. Polysaccharide which is found in the cell walls of the plant cell. So it can be found in the barleys, oats. So what happens, the soluble fiber, it dissolves with the water to form a gel-like substance in the digestive tract, so which can help to lower the cholesterol level, improve the blood sugar control and so on. That's why it is a good example of soluble fiber. So with this we have completed few important questions for the Jharkhand Food Safety Officer examination. And if you want to practice more such questions, then you can install our app. The link is in the description box for you all. So, and if you are preparing for other food related exams also, over here you'll get different sections. So you can install this app. Clicking those respective sections, you'll get the type of questions you can prepare, practice and enhance your preparation. So if you like our video, you can share with your friends. You can hit the like button. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more such videos. So till then, thank you and enjoy.